Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Cecelia Forward YouTube channel. And in today's episode, this is actually a new edition of About Marriage. And the topic we'll be talking about today is marriage is a hard work. And in the house today, I have Dr. Sean, my husband, who is going to be sharing his own piece of experience with us to let us know what he thinks if marriage is actually a hard work or if marriage is just for the faint heart. So, wherever you're watching from today, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Again, this is Cecelia, and this is my husband, Dr. Sean, who is going to be kickstarting us on this wonderful episode. Dr. Sean, welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I hope I didn't put you on the hot seat, or what do you think about this?
I think I'm right sitting on the hot seat. But it's okay. It's lovely to share the experience and just to rub my down brainstorm at the same time.
Yeah, thank you so much. And actually, you will be the first person that will be gracing this edition on my show. So it's so good to start with you to know what you feel, what you think about marriage. And before I dive into everything today, from my own personal perspective, I think marriage is a scam. I don't know what you think, but we will be hearing from our guest today, Dr. Sean, what he thinks. So, Dr. Sean, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. I hope you're good now, or do you need something? You're good, you're good. It's just a 10-minute talk. Anyway, so I'll start with, what do you think marriage is all about? Do you think marriage is a hard work? Or do you think it's for a faint heart? Or what do you think? Let us know.
I think when we say what marriage is all for, it's a whole lot of things. I'll just keep it straight on the question: is marriage hard work or not? I think out of full disclosure, though I'm not a married expert, I think I'm giving my perspective I've been married 13 years, been 14 years now.
Wow.
So it's been a journey. It was to some extent, I think I have some good experiences and I'm qualified to actually speak on a state of marriage or if marriage is as hard or not.
Yes.
I think from personal experience and a lot of people I've talked to, marriage is meant to be enjoyed. Marriage is meant to make you better as a person. Marriage is meant to bring out the best in you that you couldn't pull out all by yourself. We're Christians, right? There's a reason why the scriptures say one is going to chase 1,000 and 10 going to chase 10,000. There's I don't understand that math, but it's a very unique biblical math where as a man, I have some blind spots, and as a woman, you have some blind spots. So marriage is enjoyable if the two party in that marriage, if they're both working hard to make themselves better and to also make their partner better. Now, if one person is working on it and the other person is not, then marriage will be really, really tough. Now, we've seen people say, oh, the first year of marriage is the most difficult. I don't agree with that. I've seen people married 25 years and after 25 years, they say we'll grow apart.
Oh my God.
I've seen people married 30 years and say, oh, we can't do this anymore. People keep changing in life. When we met a couple of years ago, there's some things in my life now that were not in my life then. And I continue to grow and you continue to grow too. So definitely we want to, as couples, as we grow, we want to keep seeking each other and keep ministering to each other as we grow along. If we remain stagnant and we want our partner to be that partner that we met 10 years ago, no, life itself is hard. So maybe this person was just out of school when you met him 10 years ago, but now he's a mid-level manager at work and he has about 10 people reporting to him. He's a different guy. Maybe this lady was just at NYC or getting into college or whatever stage of life she was when you met her, but now she has 3 kids to deal with and she has her family and in-laws and all of that to deal with. She's a different person now. So just really working with each other as we move along, checking on each other. Are you okay? What are your likes and dislikes? And just know that person, I think is very important. On the final note, before I keep quiet over here, is when we get married, if we're not ready to absorb the responsibility both for men and for women, if we're not ready to absorb the responsibility that comes with marriage, then it will be very hard.
Wow.
Marriage comes with a lot of responsibilities. I mean, if you're from a family of 3 and your wife is from a family of 4, when you get married, you should understand at that point that you're from a family of 7.
Wow.
And be able to put everything together. If you still continue to think that you're from a family of 3, then you're making a big mistake, because this other person will not be happy. So you have to be able to see all of that. You have a dad and mom before you got married. Once you get married, you have to be able to understand now you have 2 dads and 2 moms.
Wow.
That you have to really care for, talk to, check on them, and do all of that. Before you got married, you didn't have kids. Now you start having kids. You have to be able to pour yourself into these kids and be able to grow along with all of this. So it comes with a lot of responsibility. And then there's some things we knew when we were growing up. These things are for men, these things are for women, and then you can leave the woman to run the kitchen while you sit on the couch and watch TV. It doesn't work like that, so except you want to kill your wife. I mean, so there are a lot of things. We have to unlearn a lot of things and relearn a lot of things to enjoy marriage. If we just want to come, relax, and coast and cruise, marriage will be very, very tough. But really, if we absorb that responsibility, and the responsibility goes spiritually, physically, mentally, all of that, it's a lot of things to really pull together. So if we're able to absorb that and we're able to grow together, then marriage could be really, really enjoyable.
Wow. That's a lot of information that Dr. Sean just poured out. Oh my God. You even make it look scary to me, even though we've been married going to 14 years. But the way you analyzed everything to me now, it's got me scared a little bit. So what you're saying now is that, I won't summarize everything for you, but what you're saying now is that literally when you're coming into a marriage, you have your own parents, both mom and dad. Now you're coming into that marriage, you will have 4 parents. You will have 2 dads, 2 moms that you have to make sure that you check up on them, and that is not for the faint of heart. Then you're merging with another family, which your husband or your wife, they have their own siblings. So you intentionally, if you want to enjoy your marriage, what you're saying is that you have to absorb those people as your own siblings. So if you come from a siblings of 3, maybe 3 siblings in your family, and your spouse, they have 7. So now you're coming into the marriage, you have 10 siblings.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
definitely.
that's hard work.
And
So
if I may add to that, I'm sorry to cut you off. If I may add to that, that goes with friends too. If I have some friends and I'm keeping them away from my wife and all of that, I mean, we can enjoy our relationship with that. If you have, I mean, I don't have to be there all the time when you're talking to your friend, and I don't have to know all the things you talk about, but at least I have to know them, and if something's wrong with them and you're worried about it, I mean, I'm worried at the same time. So our life is not interwoven. So there are a lot of things that finances, we need to be open to each other. Spiritually, we need to be open to each other. Mentally, we need to be open to each other. Even in our walk, I mean, we need to be open to each other. Everything, because we are all Christian. The scriptures say 2 come together and they become 1. So there's no, this is my thing and this is your thing. If division is in that family, then there's trouble. Then it could be really, really hard. You will just be spinning and you'll be like, why did I get myself into this? Now, there's some people that kind of come together and they feel everything just fall in place naturally. But most marriages, you have to work at it. You really have to work at it to make it work. You can't just come into that marriage, push it on cruise control, and just let it fly. It will never happen.
Oh my God. So Dr. Shan, what you're saying is that that I'm your wife, I have to absorb your parents, I have to absorb your siblings, I have to absorb your good friends, the good friends that are yours. Then at the same time, I have to soak myself into your world in terms of what is going on with your job, what is going on with you physically, spiritually, and I have to add that to my own personal thing.
And I have to do the same thing too.
Oh my God.
Because if we're boyfriend and girlfriend, I visit you 1 hour and you visit me 1 hour, I mean, we have few things to talk about and then I'm gone. But when we're living together, if we don't really put our lives together, if two wouldn't come together to become one, they will get bored easily. I mean, we really have to come together to be able to fulfill that purpose. You must be growing while we're doing all of that. If I'm only growing and you're not growing, I mean, then there's no way you'll be happy. We have to continually seek each other's happiness and then find what makes you happy, encourage you to do it. I got your back and say, go for it. You do the same thing to me. You got my back and say, go for it. We really have to help each other spiritually, physically, mentally, in every areas of life to grow and be happy in life.
And that means I'm pouring into you.
Yes.
You're pouring into me. I'm interested in what interests you.
Yes.
Then you're interested in what interests me. Dr. Sean, I think from all what you say, I personally think marriage is not for the faint of heart. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you're not ready to walk at it, it's not for you. That ship could easily wreck in the next couple of months or weeks or maybe years. But if you both party, and again, if one party is ready to walk at it and the other party is not ready to walk at it, there's still set for failure or frustration.
Wow.
I mean, but if both husband and wife are ready to really walk at it, I think that's where maybe the hard work part comes in. Both parties must be ready to work, like really put a lot of work into it, so that they can, and so that their kids can also enjoy it.
Oh, Dr. Sean, I think all what you're saying, nobody taught us while we're growing up, you know. They didn't tell us, they just tell you, bring your husband, who are you dating? And nobody shared this part with us. And we get into marriage, we now see everything, life issues try to unfold. And I think this marriage of the thing is a scam to me, because I feel if someone can lecture our younger ones and let them understand what they are getting into, they will decide, oh, do I want to get married? Or do I still want to take my time to unlearn, so that I can be happy by the time I get married? What do you think? Because I think this marriage of the thing is a scam.
Now, I will help you define that scam a little bit. What I think I'm getting by that scam is most people think they're gonna get, maybe ladies, they think they're gonna get into marriage. The guy has money already and they're just gonna enjoy the marriage and gonna be all cool and eat out every day and enjoy themselves and all of that.
Fairy tale.
Yes. They are not thinking of, okay, we have to clean the house together. We have to deal with finances together. I have to deal with his whatever thing is going on in his life. He has to deal with whatever thing is going on. There are a lot of things we need to learn. Both as men and women, we have to really, it's a lot of work. I mean, it makes it even more interesting. I wouldn't say difficult, because you don't have to learn those things for today. You have to continually learn those things. I mean, if you you get married to someone and then in a couple of years after that, the person said she wants to run for political office, or she wants to become a partner in her law firm, or she's a mid-level manager or high-level manager. As a man, are you ready to support that kind of person? If you want to go into business, how do you want to support that kind of person? You have to continuously seek after that person's happiness and learn together and grow together. So your hand needs to be on deck all the time. All hands need to be on deck all the time. So if you just want to sit and relax and look at things, you will lose it really fast.
Oh my God. I think viewers at home, we're going to leave this to you. From all what Dr. Sean said, do you think marriage requires a lot of hard work? Let us know in the comment section if you think this way or not. And we will be bringing another edition of If Marriage Requires a Lot of Hard Work. We will be bringing that next week, same time. Please stay tuned. And don't forget to share this video, like this video, because you don't know what you'll be doing. You might be helping someone's future out there, especially for our young adults and also for the people that are married, so that they can take one or two words of wisdom from this video. Please share it. Let us know what you think. Do you think marriage requires a hard work? And thank you so much, Dr. Sean, for joining me on this main edition. I really appreciate your time. And thank you for supporting me to do all this blog of a thing. I know it's not your thing, but thank you. I really appreciate you. And to my wonderful children, so thank you for supporting me. And to my cameraman, Debbie, thank you so much. I love you all. And thank you, Dr. Sean. It was so nice having you today. And we'll see you next time, same time. Keep safe and have a wonderful week. Bye for now.